I'm Jack with Jacked Up Finance, and today I got 4 tips to save money. So let's kick it off. First off, don't auto-draft entertainment. So this might seem pretty simple, might seem pretty rough, but I think it helps me kind of not spend money as much. So don't auto-draft entertainment. So what does that even mean? So what I mean for that is if you're kind of buying any products, like we can just go through these examples. Like Factor, I know for example, they have a lot of kind of subscription programs you can tap into, or even just basic products like this. I like to work out, so I use pre-workout. They even have kind of recurring order systems you can set up where you sign up once and it's a subscription, and then you get it every month. Another kind of similar item is Bespoke Post is something pretty similar. The point is it's a subscription package where they charge you once a month. So it's just these recurring 1 month charges that I think can get away from people. And it's also just easy. You sign up once and you're essentially on it in perpetuity. Streamers are another big example of this. Now the issue with this is you have to sign up for a subscription from the beginning, but then you can always cancel your subscription pretty quickly. This is HBO Max. Roku is pretty similar as well. From what I've seen with a lot of these, you can actually turn off that auto renew. So while I do understand with the streamer, you kind of have to set up that subscription model to begin with, you can turn off the auto renew. But point is, these subscription services, the reason the companies like them is because it's just recurring revenue. It hits your account every month, and it's super easy for the consumer to just get locked into it and not even realize it. So this is my first tip. Do not auto renew kind of anything related to entertainment. Don't auto draft entertainment. It's way too easy to spend money this way, and it can also definitely get away from you. If you've got your meal coming in every month, every week, you're getting your pre-workout every 2 months, you're getting a new box every month, you've got your 6 different streamers going all at once, auto-drafting every month, it can get away from you very quickly. So just be cognizant of that. Either cancel it or just set it up so it doesn't auto-renew, and that's the best way to do it. Really the point with this is you want to make it kind of more difficult. That's what I like to say, make it more difficult for me to spend money on kind of consumables or entertainment items like this. So don't auto draft entertainment, make it a little bit more difficult for you to spend that money. If you still want to spend it, absolutely do it. But what I found is getting rid of the auto draft and kind of forcing myself to buy it each time helps me to spend less. Just kind of that cognizant action of having to go to the checkout each time makes me kind of double think. And if you still want it, great, do it. But I found that just that quick hesitation of having to check out every single time forces me to spend it a little bit less. So don't auto draft entertainment, make it a little bit harder, and I think it helps a lot. Secondly, auto draft monthly investments. So I like to use Robinhood a good amount. I don't think it's the best platform, but it's kind of what I've gotten used to, and I think it's pretty easy. And they have recurring investments that I can set up. So every month, without me thinking, it drafts from my checking account into my Robinhood, and I've got a couple of kind of monthly allocations I try to do every month. But point is, it makes it easy for me to invest. I don't think about it at all. So unlike step 1, where I want to make it harder for me to spend money, I don't want to do the auto draft, this is the exact opposite. I want it to be as easy as possible for me to save money and invest money, and I want it to happen without me even thinking. So every month, it just drafts from my checking account into Robinhood and does investments without me even having to think about it. So this is a great way to do it. Make it easy for you to invest money. Third, meal prep. Meal prep, it's super easy. Everyone can cook. If you say you can't cook, just watch a video. It's really incredibly easy, especially in this day and age with rice cookers and slow cookers and air fryers and everything in between. It's easy to cook. It's just about being disciplined. But if we look at the prices here, I mean, these are just kind of a couple of charts. This first one's saying a restaurant, that you can't really actually see that one, but it says a restaurant is like $21, a meal kit's $12, and then home cooking is $4. So there you can see it. So again, you do this over a month and you're saving probably a couple $100 or something. And then I even think this can be pretty reasonable for some of the prices. I mean, this is saying per meal it's $20 and home cooking is $4. So if you extrapolate that over months or weeks, kind of like this one does, meal prep, $30 to $50 a week. So even just doing simple actions like this, and I'm not even saying you shouldn't eat out. I like to eat out. When I go downtown for work, I like to eat out, let's say once a week, but it's just making it so that it's once a week instead of 4 or 5 times a week. If you keep doing that, you will definitely save a lot of money. And again, it's a pretty simple action. Just on your Sunday, just meal prep for 30 minutes, an hour, whatever you can do. Get it done, and it'll save you a lot of money in the long run. So just make sure to meal prep. Lastly, use high yield savings accounts. So I think a lot of times people get trapped in just keeping their money in their simple checking account where they get like 0.001%, like the most negligible amount of interest possible, when you can get a lot better rates out there. So again, Robinhood, I don't think Robinhood's the best, but I just saw this pretty quickly. You can get 4%. With American Express, you can get 3.5%. And this is kind of a list of a whole other options ranging from 3.5 up to 4.3, 4.5. So all I'm saying here is just be aware of where your account is. You definitely want to at least have kind of a rainy day fund in your checking account. But besides that, any excess cash, if you're not going to invest it, you should at least put it in one of these accounts. I mean, 4.5% versus the absolute negligible bare minimum you're getting in your checking account is a huge amount over time. So don't keep too much excess cash in your checking account. Definitely have a rainy day fund in there. But anything else, you should try to take advantage of these high yield savings account. They're still super liquid. It looks like some of them have minimum balances, but they're still very liquid, so you can move them around if needed. But you should definitely utilize them to make sure you're getting as much interest and kind of your money working for you as much as you can. So these are my 4 tips. Don't auto draft entertainment. Make it harder for you to spend that money. Force yourself to go through that process of checking out. Inversely, make auto draft monthly investments. Make investing as easy as possible so you don't even have to think about it. Meal prep, this one's simple enough, but you will definitely see a huge amount of money here. I think this is definitely kind of a sneaky one people don't typically think about. And lastly, use high yield savings accounts. Have your money working for you. You definitely want a rainy day fund. You definitely want money in your account, but don't just keep too much in your account with that 0% interest essentially. Try to put it in here, get that 3.5%, that 4% interest, and have that money working for you. So I hope this was helpful. Try to make it super quick. These are your 4 tips for saving money, and I hope it was helpful. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.